But what
Anyway.
what do I need in my go bag if obviously I need my Louis V, I need my Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Okay.
I'm going to need my Tom Ford cologne.
Do they make
Clearly.
bandages?
No.
Do they?
No.
Well, what about my Hermes scarf?
No, leave the Hermes scarf at home. Meteorologist and emergency planner Ted Beener tells us
It's a
exactly.
very expensive scarf.
Yes. Andrew, can you please turn on the pot there?
And his mic off, if you
There you
would.
go. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is what Ted Beener says we need.
A typical Go kit is going to have essentials: food, water, medicines, cash, anything along those lines that you really need when you need to take off. Maybe some additional clothing if it's during the winter season.
And if you don't want to put one together, because you can put together a Go kit, which is what I'm essentially doing, you can also buy them at big box stores.
Okay.
See mine over here?
Yeah, Spike
do
brought
have
his
it?
in.
Oh, my
Do you mind
gosh.
if we do a little show and tell really
Yeah,
quick?
I need
with
to
it,
know what's
Micki?
in there.
So I expressly told Spike, I said, leave the one that's got all the Baby Ruths and all the Three Musketeers. Leave that one in the
We're
car.
trunk or treating later this week with the kids of our neighborhood.
And
That's not my candy at all.
So this is Spike's go bag. So the people who can't see it, it's basically a gigantic red bag that
It
has
looks like a mail bag, like something that a postman would or post person would carry the mail in.
right.
Royal Mail.
So
My wife found these, and this is, you don't have to do this, but this is a British mail carrier's bag. She found them online.
Very cool.
They're sturdy.
Right. And
They're big, and
Right.
they've got a shoulder strap.
What's inside of it? The bag didn't really matter as much as what's inside the bag.
See the Hermes label? Now it matters,
It's
doesn't
Hermes.
it? Whatever.
Hermes.
You've got ice packs, first aid. So I'll paraphrase. All the first aid you could ever possibly imagine.
Okay.
Okay. You've got food bars. You've got water.
All I see is a bunch of food bar wrappers, Spike. I don't actually
I'll
see.
replace them.
Okay.
No, seriously.
And you have to replace the water if it's expired.
This is the one with her gun in it. I apologize. No, that's not a gun. I'm kidding. I'm
goodness.
kidding.
I literally
I'm
just had a
kidding.
rhythmic palpitation. I just thought Spike's going to get fired.
This particular bag, since it's the one that we keep in the car, we have one in every car, and two at home actually. There are road flares. There are triangles, safety triangles. There's a radio in here that runs on batteries that we check on a pretty regular basis. So like Micki said, food, water. There's heavy socks in here. There's another couple extra layers in here. There's those space blankets, the thermal blankets that are like metallic paper thin materials.
I'm familiar.
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
familiar.
So that's what's in here.
Can I just tell you that in Texas we never had any of these?
You don't need
never.
'em.
Well, we have tornadoes.
Yeah, tornadoes. Yeah.
We have hurricanes, and we've never talked about a Go kit. But here, I'm like, what's a Go kit? Why do I need one? Here's something else that Beener says that we need. He says when the big one does hit, keep these items under your bed.
I have a pair of hard-soled shoes. I have gloves. I have a flashlight. I have glow sticks. And I have a hard hat.
And he explains why.
When we have an earthquake, the most prominent injuries that occur are the result of things that fall and break on the floor, so like broken glass.
So when you are shaken from the bed, your automatic instinct is to run. Well, if you run, you could end up stepping on the glass, like Beener says. He's just calm down, put your shoes on, take your flashlight,
We
then
also
head out.
have, by the way, Melissa, and my wife, the truly unpleasant Mrs. O'Neill, prepares these paper copies of all of our identification.
Can you give us 3 numbers without looking at your cell phone of someone who's important to you?
Oh, you mean like our phone numbers? No,
Right.
No, I don't know that I can
Right.
anymore.
They also say with these Go kits, you need to have those phone numbers written
Emergency
down
contact somewhere.
just in case, because chances are our cell phones aren't going to work. So if we need to call people out of state when we get to a landline, we need to know those numbers.
I just have John Curley's phone number memorized.
He
It's
can
the only
fix any
one.
problem. That's a
The
good
only-
number to have.
I just called John Curley. I said, John, throw money at this problem for me. Fix it. I need a new Hermes scarf.
He's got a
immediately.
beer count now. Did you know that?
Isn't it Hermes?
It doesn't matter. Point being that, so go bags are important. Laura, do you have a go bag or do you, because I imagine that this is a very, for someone like
No,
you.
I don't have a go bag because I'm young and I'm poor.
Oh,
I'd have
okay, all
no
right.
storage space in my apartment.
So Tay Thatch with the Office of Emergency Management says for those who, feel a little overwhelmed and are like, I can't afford one, create one item at a time. So maybe go to the one of those dollar stores and, grab a couple of items at a time. You don't have to buy everything all at once.
Yeah.
The first time that I made a go bag was when I was 24, and for some reason I went down the YouTube rabbit hole,
Okay.
and so I was like, 1 is none and 2 is 1 is the prepper phrase that they use.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So I ended up assembling an entire, basically a military backpack filled with everything that you might need. It's less than $100, and because the vast majority of the stuff that is quote unquote you need in a go bag, you can get it at a dollar store.
Easy stuff.
And so, the other thing that a lot of people don't realize that I kind of want to add to that list, paracord is an incredibly useful tool that a lot of people think, well, why would I need paracord for anything? And you think,
What is that?
Paracord is what they use. It's for parachuting, right? It's basically like a
thin, strong rope.
What do you need it for?
So you can cut it. You can cut it, and you take the individual strands out in case you need to sew a piece of ripped clothing. And because it's polyester, it won't rip again, which is pretty cool.
So then you need a kit. So then you need one of those kits with a needle, right?
But then the other thing you can use it for is you can use it as a tourniquet. You can use it as for a
splint.
A splint.
And you can a couple sticks on the side of your leg. You can now walk with a broken bone.
It's got a tensile strength of like a couple 100 pounds. So
Light,
if you need
small, strong.
tie something off and lift it, you can do that. You can make another bag out of it. It's incredibly useful. I only had about 50 feet of it. It was incredibly useful.
At this point, it's not a go kit; it's luggage. It's 2 40-pound bags. I'm over the limit.
With Laura saying you're young, and my wife, I keep giving the credit here. That's a great Christmas gift my wife gave to our 2 nieces when they became drivers. She built car go bags for each of the nieces, and that's what they got for Christmas.
No, Ted Beaner says that he gives those out for Christmas as well. I'm
me and Ted Beaner. Now I'm in a club I want to be.
There you go.
Like giving somebody a globe for their 8th birthday.
Or glow sticks.
Learn something.
Learn something. Micki Gamez, thank you so much. And
You're welcome,
teaching us.
guys.